you go, Parsley. You can go ahead and rest now that you have brought back the moose calf that all of the pups actually need to go ahead and eat on. And then we'll let our little ones come out of hiding because Thorn and Hawk definitely need to eat. Thorn is sick and Hawk is our smallest of all of our current wolf pups. Oops, is that some food? And there's a lucky rabbit's foot. Look at Parsley go. She is so tired. She literally limped her way back to our new rendezvous site so that she could go ahead and bring enough food for all of our puppies here. They are like stacked to the gills, but she did that. And Thorn, you go ahead and you rest here with your mom. Let's go ahead and howl to convince the puppies to stay close by. Affinity is low. Even as exhausted as she is, because she is a super mom. Look at her go. Listen to everybody! Alright, and let's go ahead and have her collapse, just completely exhausted, in the dark of night, next to little Thorn, and begin the next day of our adventures here in the Twin Moon Legacy, where we're playing in Wolf Quest 3 and watching our Dark Moon Parsley and our Dawn Moon Achilles, her brother, as they both raise two totally different litters of pups and have completely different experiences on this wild journey through life. Look at them! Alright, so Parsley is still really tired, but we managed to survive that extremely chaotic day that we had last time. Do you guys remember everything that happened? Parsley is so tired she's tripping over herself, and we learn that Thorn is actually sick, so we're hurrying back to the den. Then we ended up running into a moose with a moose calf, and every moose calf that we bring back to the den is an extra fame point that— oh, Basil! Basil is always playing in his food! Basil, how are you always playing in your food? It is just amazing to me how he does that. But then we ended up having to hunt a moose calf, even though we were so exhausted, and drag it back to the den, only to find that our puppies would not stay at the den a minute longer because they had decided that they were all going to be big pups now, and they were no longer going to fit in the den. So then, completely tired, in the middle of a rainstorm, with Thorn sick and a moose calf that we were trying to haul along with us, we ended up bringing ourselves up to the rendezvous site, only to have Hawk be chased by a elk. A cow elk was chasing little Hawk, and I swear I thought for a minute we were going to lose him because the cow elk was trying so hard to go ahead and kick little Hawk like in the face. It was terrifying. I was very concerned about all of that. And now Hawk and Basil are like wandering along the edges and like worrying Azor. All right. So let's check our territory and see how we're doing. It looks like we will need to go ahead and solidify up some territory to the north and to the west before we sleep again. But whoa, you guys, we're doing it! Let's come over and see how our pups are doing. So Thorn is pretty sick. We want to spend a lot of time with him, so hopefully he will survive. Hawk is still extremely tiny. He is lagging very far behind all of his siblings, but Basil is almost freaking ready to leave the summer hunting ground, which is just kind of amazing to me. In fact, we might go ahead and like sleep next to Thorn. I wish when you slept next to your puppy, it like raised the likelihood that they'll start feeling better soon. But I don't think it does, and when we sleep, we actually seem to run into this problem where the pups become more sick. So Parsley's just gonna keep an eye on him. She's not really very fluffy of a mother, you could say, but she does do her best to go ahead and try to keep on and try to be reasonable. She tries not to overwork the puppies. She just tends to overassume how strong they are. And she tries to use a little bit of her common sense when it comes to taking care of the sick pups. Like, she brought back a moose calf. If Thorn just ate of the moose, the entire thing, the whole moose calf, that, like, get it in there, Thorn. That's totally how she would try to go ahead and heal her puppy. Is like, clearly all you need to do, tiny pup, is eat literally the entire moose calf, and you will grow big and strong like me. Oh my gosh, I could totally see her trying to convince him. And that's not how you would heal a puppy. So maybe some of the other pups are like, I don't think that's how it works, Mom. And Azor might even be like, actually, you know, in my pack, once upon a time, we had a sick pup and they ate a plant and it worked out better than trying to chug a whole moose calf. But, you know, Parsley's got her opinions. There's some mule deer deciding that they really don't want to go ahead and hang out next to a pack of wolves. So they're moving on. And I think now that affinity is a little higher, should we go ahead and snooze? I think we'll go ahead and sleep because Parsley has been really tired. And even though we could work on like upping our pack territory right now, and we do want to do that, I feel like she's just totally zonked and exhausted. So we're gonna let her get some rest. Oh, look at this. There's so much food for the puppies right now too. Did that make things worse for Thorn? Okay, Thorn, he's going down on his health. It's not terrible, but he is definitely going down on his health. And how is our territory? And the territory didn't go down as much as I feared. We'll be able to strengthen that up in no time. All right, everybody eat up. Little Owlet is like sniffing our nose. That is so cute. It seems that this group of puppies really likes Lucky Rabbit's feet too, because they're coming over to try to eat as much of the rabbit as they can. Azure is watching on from the grasses, making sure nobody wanders away too far. And I just like how Parsley just is like chilling, and she's just kind of keeping an eye on everybody, making sure that they all eat. There, and Thorn is now getting some moose. As we said, son, eat the moose and you will grow big and strong like your mother. And then Basil's almost ready to go. Hawk, you finally hit 16 pounds. He is so permanently behind the other puppies. And look at him, now he's off to go play instead of focus on growing big and strong. All right, I think everybody has eaten. We'll wait for Owlet to eat. And then we're gonna go strengthen our territory to the north, and we'll try to see if we can snag the last 2 pieces of Buffalo Fork Pass today. That actually sounds like a good idea. If we can hold the pass until the pups are all ready to go ahead and age up. All right, stay safe, little ones. Then that will actually work out fantastically for our pack. All right. Because that will fulfill Parsley's life quest, is to hold the Buffalo Fork Pass. It's not even that big of an area, but it did used to belong to the very heart of the Dark Lake territory. So it's not going to be too much of a challenge, I think, to steal it from them as it is. However, we do want to give her credit where credit is due and point out that she had to work hard for that. Thank you very much. Also, a little bit of lunch for her. If we can, we will bring back more Lucky Rabbit's feet for the children, as it seems that the pups are really enjoying eating these today. There we go. And otherwise, all right, up to the north. I'm not going to worry too much about the territory over there, because I want to see if we can steal some territory while we've got the energy. All right, 1 and 2. Excellent. And then we'll just keep sliding to the west from here until we have covered basically the whole area. There we go. Oh, you guys, with the world slowly but surely opening up in real life too, and I hope so many of you will have access to the cures and the vaccines that'll make it possible for you to be able to start adventuring as well. Chips and I have been thinking more and more about actually going to Yellowstone. So if you guys have ever been to Yellowstone, I would love to hear what you thought about it and what you would recommend. If you would like to, like, if you could tell me where's a cool place to go in Yellowstone, I would love to hear it. Because I would love to go there. And bring you guys along, of course, with lots and lots of vlogs. Maybe have an opportunity to visit with or discover. There we go. What else is over here? To visit with or discover some of the spots where, like, the wolf conservation is, information about them. Some of the researchers over there would be amazing to be able to meet. I would love to be able to do that. So if you have any hidden little places. Oh, look at this, guys. It's an elk mom in Yellowstone, like real life Yellowstone, that you would recommend or you've just heard are amazing from your family or friends or things that you've seen. I would love to hear it. Chips and I really love quiet, like, hiking trails, and we don't have to be, like, entertained touristy-wise. Honestly, if you just put me loose next to a tree, I'm going to be content, trust me. Where did that elk go? So she's over here. We don't really need more food at the moment, but I can't help but be curious about a potential free meal. Yes, I don't think we need it at the moment, though. Is this... Okay, that's a coyote. Alright, we'll keep moving. Super tempted to look for more calves, but we've got a lot of work to do. Where's Azor? Azor's like right behind us. He was trying to see if we could find the fawn, or the elk calf as well. Oh, another moose! Oh my gosh, no way! Sorry, Moose Mama, but moose calves are kind of rare to find. Yeah, moose calves are indeed kind of rare to find, and that means that we would be able to get another fame point for Parsley. She has less pups, but I'm wondering, is that a cougar? There's just a cougar right over there. What the heck? Ow. All right, come on. Sorry, little guy. Parsley is like really willing to be a tank and just take these hits if it means that she can bring back more moose, so that hopefully little Thorn will grow big and strong and live. And also because it's kind of hard to find moose calves. I mean, I'm not gonna pass up the opportunity for Parsley to get a little bit more to her fame before she permanently enters the Hall of Fame for our Wolf Quest wolves. Right, almost there. That cougar better not steal our kill. Okay, come on. And there we go. Sorry, Moose Mom. Azor, what are you doing? Trying to placate the moose parent like that? I don't think it's gonna work how you think it is. Alright. Got it. Whew, okay. So you know what? Instead of going ahead and trying to steal more of the territory at the moment... There we go. We'll just go ahead and head back to our rendezvous site, potentially move the pups to a new rendezvous site after Thorn has finished eating, and strengthen this territory a little bit. Alright, well, I mean, we're really close though. But having to haul back a moose calf that entire distance? No, thank you. Go away, cougar. Look at Azor protecting our back, making sure we're not going to get attacked. Let's see. Alright, down south we go. It's not going to be a quick journey with a moose calf, but now I'll go ahead and over on Parsley. She now has 2 wolf kills and 2 moose calves that she has caught. Meanwhile, Achilles only has 2 moose calves as of the moment that I am writing this down. So she's leading her brother on the bonus fame points by 2. However, her brother has 2 more puppies than she does, so they may actually kind of be neck and neck and balanced out for fame at the moment. But who is it going to be first? Who's going to be able to get the most points as the most famous of Generation 2's Moon Quest, or Moon Quest? Huh! Wolf Quest Moon Pack members. We'll have to see. Also, now there's enough food, I think that Parsley can actually enjoy eating a little bit of moose too. Because we've had so many kills. Here we go. There's a buck up ahead. He doesn't really need to worry about us because we're busy. But alright, I'm going to get us back to the den, and then we'll see how Thorn is doing. Ah, there we go. All right, we've made it home, you guys. And we have also brought home another bit of food. Eat up, children, and you shall become big and strong like your mother, after all. All right, we'll let her go ahead and nibble a little bit of that. And then we'll keep a close eye on Thorn to make sure we're staying with him. Because I want to make sure that he doesn't get too sick. And then let's check the territory real quick. We probably do need to go and just strengthen this bit of territory to the south, or else we might lose it to the Dark Lake Pack, which we really don't want to happen. But Thorn, son, I do hope that you will flourish that you will eat your moose and become strong, and that your illness won't become too bad. He's actually down to 63% illness now, though. That's not the best. That's definitely not the best. The pups otherwise seem to be really happy to have plenty to eat. Owlet's kind of wandering around the edges. And actually, affinity is getting low enough that going to defend the territory might be kind of hard if we don't convince the puppies. And Thorn, stay close to us, little guy. If we don't convince the puppies that it would be a good idea to remember to obey their parents. I feel like Parsley is actually getting the backlash of wanting them to become so big and strong from so early on, because now that they're actually getting bigger, they're becoming a lot more stubborn and independent. The affinity is not as tight between the pups, but I don't think that's because they aren't close as a family or as a pack. I think it's because she just raised a bunch of really independent little ones. Meanwhile, like, Achilles is so involved in his pup's business from the get-go because he loved when they were tiny. I feel like Achilles has had an easier time keeping all of his family members and all of his pack kind of together. So the affinity being low isn't a sign that we're a bad pack. It's just a sign that, you know, Parsley's been pushing from the beginning for her pups to be really independent. All right, how are we doing now? Affinity's going up a bit more. Little Thorn's doing his best to join in, even though he's not feeling well. And he seems to naturally be kind of separating himself from the other puppies, too. Because there is a chance that they could become sick. Oh, hang in there, Thorn. Meanwhile, almost at 20 pounds already with Basil, Marigold sneaking up behind there, and Hawk seems to be having a little bit more of an appetite. He's putting on a little bit more weight, which is great to see. And I think... you know what? I think for now, we're just gonna go ahead. We might just spend a little bit of time with Thorn, and I think we'll leave off here today. Let everybody get a little bit of rest. Hopefully everything will work out all right. Let's try sleeping so Parsley has a bit of energy. We're staying right next to Thorn the entire time we're sleeping. And then let's review the pup's health and how our territory looks when she wakes up. And I think that we're doing okay, guys. Nice. Parsley and Achilles are kind of neck and neck for potential points if they both fill up their life quest that they have. And our puppies seem to be growing big and strong with plenty of food. Parsley's definitely a really good huntress, keeping them occupied. And let's check how things are going. Yeah, chugging along. Oh, Hawk really is starting to put on more weight. That's so good. Maybe he likes moose. Thorn is becoming a lot sicker, unfortunately. However, our territory is still doing really great and quite strong against the Dark Lake pack. Look at how solid that looks. Fantastic work, Parsley. But alright, guys, we're gonna go ahead and leave the pack to their beautiful dark night that they have right now, with plenty of food for all of the puppies. There's gonna be bones scattered everywhere around these rendezvous sites. And if you guys could, do please leave a like for little Thorn being able to recover from the illness that he is currently struggling from. And if you would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!